Welcome back to the El Diablo podcast. I'm Elle Orlando. Thank you for watching this. This is Justin. Hello, Justin.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's amazing. Hell yeah. Okay, so I did also I saw I saw Thanksgiving. I saw Wicked over Thanksgiving. Oh wait, I'm talking into it like that again. I saw I'm trying not to talk into the microphone wrong. I always want to do that, but I got to do it like this. Um so there's a lot of people online saying that Glinda and Alphaba are lesbians, and then a lot of people are mad about it. And it's like I don't, I honestly could see Alphaba being a lesbian. I can't see Glinda, but I don't care. Like, who? Sure, they're lesbian. Let's say they're trans. Let's say that. Let's. It doesn't matter. I feel like this whole thing. I did you see the Wicked movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
You
I've
haven't
heard good
seen
things.
it's fantastic. 10 out of 10. Couldn't An amazing movie. Yeah, it just I guess there was one interview with them where they were saying like, "Oh, like we just really wanted to blend into the characters," which they totally do. But then all their interviews afterwards take you out of the character. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, who are these people? These weird theater kids. I didn't know about theater kid energy or personalities until only recently in New York. I there's a lot of comedians that used to be theater kids, and I didn't know it was a personality. I just thought it was like comedians. And so yeah, guys. Yeah, that's my Thanksgiving. How we doing? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? I had a very boring Thanksgiving, and I think it's because Kamala didn't win. I think if Kamala won, I would have had a more fun Thanksgiving. I was ready to throw down. Like my family Thanksgiving. I thought we were going to fight. I thought it was going to be fun. And then everyone was just quiet. Everyone's like, "Let's just not talk about politics." I've never heard that before. I'm like, "What? Why? What are we going to talk about? We got nothing in common, babe." Okay. Sure, let's just well, it's not me and my cousins, we get along, but, like, me and my like, I don't know, like, your aunts and your not all, some, but it's like some you're like, "I would love to just talk about guns right now," or something. Something you're passionate about, let's do it. Um, but yeah, I went to Florida for Thanksgiving. That was fun. We stayed on the man, I have like all this family in Florida, and I stayed on the beach, Justin. I stayed on the beach. We rented a hotel for a whole family. We've never done this. I'm 31 years old. Edit that out. But I'm 31 years old, and I've never like stayed on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. Isn't that crazy? Or just like
That
at a hotel. No, it's not. I
it's
guess
not that crazy. It's
it's
not.
not that crazy. But it was so nice. 'Cause usually I'm at my grandma's house in Plantation, and that's where she lives, Plantation. And no, I know, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, taking down these statues? What about these names of these cities? Plantation?
Not
No,
the
and
vibe.
my sister went to a college in a town or yeah, is a town I think it's a what's in between a town and a city? Whatever, it's a town it's called Lynchburg, and it's like, yeah,
Mm.
let's yeah, and it's like, let's change the name. It's crazy that we're like, let's take down the statues first. Let's change these names. These are like horrible names. I mean, I don't care. Take down any statue you want, but it's like, I don't know. And I mentioned, I was like, why don't we change these names? And my cousins were like, I guess they tried to, but everyone's really, they love the plantation name.
Ugh.
Why? It sounds so boring. Like
Yeah,
it's that one, it sounds racist. Two, it sounds like a dud. In 2024, I'm going to plantation.
not the vibe. Not the
Not the
vibe.
vibe. And Lynchburg, it's like oh, his last name was Lynch. Nobody's last name was Lynch. I don't know one person with the last name Lynch except for one that I went to middle school with. But other than that, what even is that last name? I feel like it's a fake name. Let's
And
change it.
also, even if it is your real name, still racist.
Still racist.
Still not okay.
It's still it's like yeah, it's like having your last name be blackface. Yeah, I guess I guess that's your family name, but it's also like super racist and you should change it. Man, I'm so happy Orlando has no negative connotations like Disney World or anything. Well, it was Italian first, okay? Orlando was Italian. It originates from Sicily. I know this because I googled it. And it's actually no. Anyways, it has a whole background. But then it came here. I don't even know why they named it Orlando in Florida. They ruined everything. But so plantation and I stayed on the beach. It was nice. I was with my cousins. My cousins, we immediately go to Senior Frogs. They're all 25. It was so bad. I'm 31. Edit that out, Justin. I'm 31. And and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm trying to just like play along, but I'm like, I took one sip of a mixed drink at Senior Frogs that they were just like giving us for free, and I threw up.
Ew.
I ralphed, not immediately, just later. Because it was like, it's just so disgusting. And this guy was like, he was like, let me teach you salsa dancing for free. Like this guy that worked there. And we are like, okay. And then he kept on getting mad at us. He was like, no, it's not da da da, it's da da. And we're like, oh God, Jesus. I didn't know we were gonna get you. It was like the beach day. Michael Scott's beach. Did you ever watch The Office?
I did.
Yes, The Office beach day when Michael Scott keeps on getting like too intense about the games. He kept on getting too. He's like, no, wrong foot work, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to be here. Why are you yelling at me? And so I did that, and I learned a lot. My Florida cousins told me that nicotine's actually good for you. Did you know this?
This sounds like Florida science.
It does. And I believed it. I was like, they're like, actually, if you don't smoke it, if you just get a patch, it's healthy. And I was like, how? And they're like, it has a lot of nutrients. I was like, interesting. And I believe them. This is my fault as in my personality is just like, you tell me something I've never heard before, I'll believe it immediately. I'll be like, wow, ain't that something? I was Googling nicotine patches. I think I'm gonna get an addiction. I was like, I'm gonna get addicted to nicotine because my Florida cousins told me it was good for me. And they're 25, and I was like, these guys know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they
Um,
definitely know.
they know. And so that was Florida. And Thanksgiving, was your Thanksgiving good? Was it boring? Was it good?
It was good. It was definitely boring. This was my first Thanksgiving alone. This was my first bachelor Thanksgiving, so that was interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, why did you're like, I'm just gonna chill.
Cause I gotta work. Cause now I
Oh,
have rent, so now I have to work, which was fine.
yeah.
I didn't work on actual Thanksgiving, so went to the grocery store like any single man does, and you get yourself a plate of that Thanksgiving hot food from the hot food bar.
There you go.
Shout out
From
Gelson's, it was delicious, and,
Gelson's, is that a grocery store?
yeah, it's a chain out here, and they have a hot food
Gelson's.
bar, and
Okay.
yeah, it was actually really nice. I FaceTime with my family, and so I still got to see them, but, yeah, I just watched football and basketball and ate my food. It was great.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And there's something like I got COVID one Christmas and I had to stay in New York for Christmas and it was the most peaceful Christmas I've ever had in my life. I've never because the city is quiet, serene, like Nobody's here, and you don't have to worry. It was so nice. I went to a movie, fully had COVID, and I didn't mean to go to a movie. I just kind of forgot, and I was like, why I was even in New York during Christmas. And so, but it was amazing. And it's because there's no stress of family, even though I do like seeing my family. It was just different because usually we go to my Nana Joyce's, and this is my Nana right here. Nana Joyce.
Shout out Nana.
Shout out Nana. R.I.P. She's dead, but she used to be alive. And then we would go to her house in Southern Illinois, and then she was like so silly because she would always. This is like crazy. Okay, excuse my Nana, but she would always make a white cake and a white cake and a chocolate cake and a red velvet cake, and she would say, "Because we're not racist here in this family." And I'm like, are you a politician? Like, what? There's no. Are there hidden cameras here or something? What's going on? That's so crazy. I was like, Nana, that's not how it works, but thank you every year. And then I'm like, okay, what's the red velvet cake for? And she'd be like, Native Americans. I'm like, all right. Well, that's kind of racist.
That's wild.
I think that was a joke, but I don't know now. But I mean, the chocolate cake did stand for Black people, so, and the white cakes did stand for white people, so I guess. But she wasn't racist. She was a lovely woman. Trump's biggest fan. And so I used to do a joke. It's not that funny, but I used to do a joke about how like people care more when your dog dies than your grandma because your dog can't vote for Trump. And
That's funny.
hell yeah, you're so right. You're so right, Justin. I'm so good. And no, but I feel like that's true. And I love my Nana. I would, if, let's see, how many times would I vote for Trump to bring my Nana back to life? Let's see. You're gonna have to bleep this out.
This is all getting bleeped.
You're gonna have to. I honestly would say Trump for life and Nana back.
Do it for Nan.
I would vote for Putin for one term. One term, USA Putin. That 4 years for my Nana, easy trade.
Well, you're only gonna have to vote for one term because it's gonna be a lifetime term. Surprise, I'm now your president for the rest of your life.
Surprise, you fucking fell for it. I can't believe you traded your Nana for me one term. You fucking idiot. That's how I got Russia. Someone traded me for their Nana. Oh, that's good. Okay, I might be compromised. Don't let me vote in the next elections. Because I might be trying to do like a seance or something. Political seance to bring my Nana back.
Political seance is insane.
Oh God, my mom declined. Sorry, Mom. She's calling me because I'm going to Chicago tomorrow to just chill. Not really. I'm doing shows. Milwaukee. Friday and Saturday, December 6th and 7th. This comes out on the 6th. So if you hear this, 7th, and then Chicago on the Monday, on the 9th. That's going to be good. It's going to be good. People I know from forever are going to be there. So it might be really good or it might be really bad, but I don't know. It'll be fine. Stand-up comedy. Come out, see a show. I don't know. If you like stand-up comedy, but hopefully if you're watching this, also if you want to write in a secret I could share your secret on here anonymously. Everyone keeps on sharing how pretty I am, and thank you, but that's not the fucking point. Stop commenting that, you weirdos. Just be normal. And you know what I realized? I don't think this is so sexist, and I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like I wonder if a female comedian could ever just have like no normal comedy fans. Like not
Yeah.
fans that are like incels that are like dream about having sex with them.
Have you tried being ugly yet?
I almost didn't put on makeup, but then it's like things don't I feel like if you're not if you don't put on makeup as a girl and then you like film something, men are just like, "Why the fuck am I even here?" And then when they stay and they're like, "Oh, that's actually funny." It's like
Well, maybe you should
which
just
is
try like gaining like 300 to 500 pounds.
ooh, okay, that's actually a lot of weight. I've never I was like 300 to 500. I was thinking 50s. I was like, "Whoa, that's no,
No, that's
that's
not
like
enough. That's not
no,
enough.
that's my 500-pound life." I can't
Exactly.
those sisters are so funny. But then I can't move. There's a doorway I'm looking at. There's no door, but it's like a doorway in my apartment and I wouldn't fit.
No, you gotta get to like 2 plane seats level,
2
and
plane
then you'll
seats.
have pure just the most
Dude,
pure comedy fans.
that that's so true. I'm gonna gain weight. If you guys don't start treating me like a normal comedian, I'm gonna gain so much fucking weight and I don't even care. I have nothing to gain and I have nothing to lose. So don't even fucking try. Stop writing in the secrets. I don't care. Okay. Doesn't matter. I don't even know who you are. You're just complimenting me. And thank you, but it's on the wrong thing. Okay. Tell me I'm funny. Lie to me, okay? I want you to lie to me. I don't want you to tell me anything about my looks. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fucking shit. Just tell
Yeah,
me I'm
you
funny.
show them. Do that
Yeah.
reverse Ozembi's.
I know. How do I do that? I just have to, like, eat a lot? I wonder if
Yeah.
there's a pill where I could just gain a ton of weight really quickly. That sounds like death in a bottle, but, I'll do anything for my fans. So, um Um, what were we just talking about? I had a thought. Oh, double planesy. Okay, so there was this guy, and he wasn't. I wouldn't call him like obese, and I wouldn't call him in the. Maybe he's just one of those guys who are like respectfully ginormous, like in like ogre like they're just big bone, tall, large, like everywhere. He has the middle seat in a plane, and the whole plane ride, his arm is, like, over his arm rest in my seat, and so and he's just, like, up against me, and I'm just like, "You know what? You're so huge. I'm just gonna let your arm touch me for 3 hours." And then but then whenever I try to, like I was trying to put up my hair, and he was getting mad, he was like, "W" and I'm like, "No, you're in my area." One time a girl tried to put her foot in my feet area, and I looked at her and I said, "No, no, no." I did this, but I did it to her feet. I was like, "No, no, no." And she moved it really quick. It's always the girls, and no offense if this is you, but it's always the girls who I hate the most on an airplane who are drenched in designer clothing. They are always the worst people on the airplane. Oh my God, this one girl, I'll never forget it. So, girl like the Stephanie's sitting window seat, and girl B is the designer with Gucci, Prada, Fendi, meh, meh. She's sitting in the aisle seat. There's no middle seat, okay? Girl in the window seat, she has the window open kind of the whole plane ride. I'm sitting like across from them, and then the girl from the window seat, she goes up to go to the bathroom. The second she goes in the bathroom or like leaves, the girl in the aisle seat like leans over and just smacks the window shut with like so much aggression and so much like hate. I'm like, bitch, that's not your seat. Like, you gotta, if you want that seat, pay for it, Miss Gucci. Where's that money? You're sitting in the last row of the airplane wearing Gucci. What is wrong with you? Oh, I was like, oh, I wanted to fucking just tell her off. Where do you get the nerve? But, the other girl came back and she opened the window and the girl was so pissed. I'm like, you people. It's always the girls that wear the designers. I don't know why. Maybe it's all fake designer.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
truly, if you're wearing a $2,000 belt, why are you in Coach with me?
Oh, that's because she's got her priorities straight.
That's
Clearly.
true. She got her priorities straight. Or she went to Chinatown.
Or that. She
Or
was on
that.
Canal. She was on Canal running up a check.
Up a check. Up a $50 check on Canal for her entire outfit. Glasses. It's always like many things. There's always glasses, hairband, AirPods that look like fucking designer. And then like designer Crocs. This girl had designer Crocs, the girl whose foot was in my seat, and then she had designer buttons in the Crocs. And I was like, that I don't think this even counts. It's Crocs. How can it be designer? Just
Yeah,
because they have.
unless it's Balenciaga, like that's not what that's for.
Yeah, I don't even. What is the only thing I know about Balenciaga is that they uh, abuse children.
They
No,
had
no,
a
they
campaign
don't.
that was like
Yes.
controversial because it
No,
included children
yes,
and
the
it was like a
BDSM.
yep. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
BDSM, they don't abuse children. They just dream about it.
I mean, they might, who knows?
No, they don't abuse children. They want children to abuse each other.
Actually, you're right. They don't. Balenciaga sponsor the pod.
Balenciaga is a fan of the podcast and one of the best brands out there. So you go below is going to be their website linked, and we love you.
Yes, this
we,
this this pod is brought to you by Balenci. So
yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Balenciaga, and we should have t-shirts that say Balenciaga, and then El Diablo
oh
podcast,
my, could you
the El
imagine
Diablo show.
if we just show up next episode and we're just dripping head to toe Balenciaga?
That would be so funny. Well, you know what? My friend said that like his friend who's a comic, he like ripped off a ton of like Nike and all these like brands for his comedy merch, and it would sell out like crazy because it was just like cheap Nike knockoff, but with just like funny words instead of like just like boring like just do it or whatever. And he said it takes like a lot for them to try to sue you. You have to make like a ton of money. So I would like to know the amount of money we could make before they start suing.
I
So
think a good
maybe
amount.
I think a good amount. So once we start, so we're going to have exclusive Balenciaga El Diablo show t-shirts. And the second that we start selling too much, we're going to just cancel the whole thing. So watch out for that. And okay, what else? What else? Okay, let's see in my brain. Okay, so I went to acupuncture today. Anyone else with tinnitus? This ringing in my ear? Yeah, is that cool? Dude, yeah, I just listen to rain all the time because I can't stand silence. My apartment is so silent in New York City, and I used to love it, but now I have ringing in my ear. So now I just have to listen to a rainforest at all times. So that's fun. Um, Drinking water is a pyramid scheme. I believe it. I believe it for sure. I have been trying, so I like felt kind of sick at the end of the Thanksgiving trip, and and so I was trying to drink a lot of water, and the only time that I was hydrated was when I was drinking water every second of the day. Like I felt like I was drowning myself. It was horrible. I was like, "What is this?" And then if I wasn't drinking water, I felt dehydrated. And then I had to pee all day. All my days were just like peeing and drinking water. That it takes too much to hydrate us. I think there's a conspiracy here. RFK has to change the daily amount of water that we need a day because this is not it's too much. It's too much. What were we doing as like we were just drinking water? That doesn't even make sense. Because if we're like cavemen in the wilderness, we're not drinking water all day. We have to preserve water so that we can like, you know, live. So what is this? We got to drink water all day to be hydrated. That doesn't make sense. As I drink water.
I love this Florida science kick. I'm so here for it. I'll tell you what, we
Honestly,
don't hydrate around here, brother.
we don't hydrate. You know, and that is the kind of the precarious thing about Florida is that it's like the southernmost tip, some would even say. And it does have the southernmost tip in the Keys, but they don't have a southern accent. So that you know what I'm saying? Like in Florida, even as maybe like the swamp people can get a little twangy, but like Florida people don't have an accent like this. This is like a southern accent. Florida is just like maybe it's because New Jersey took over Florida, but like
Yeah, yeah.
no one. Have you ever met a Floridian with a southern accent?
Yes, but they were from, like, more Broward area.
Broward, yeah, that's right next to Plantation.
Yeah, but it's different folks that populate that area,
Y-
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. I
So it's
get you.
out there, but for sure, like, those little pockets of, like, the white flight migrants that just
Something.
set up
Yeah,
these yeah.
yeah, because my dad's parents, they like their first generation in New Jersey. So they both grew up in New Jersey and then they moved when my dad was little to Florida. So then they're all like technically from New Jersey. But I could have been from New Jersey. Look at that. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? But yeah, and what was I gonna say? My brain jumped to Ariana Grande again. Cause it kind of do you know about her Blackiana era?
Oh, kind of. She was, like, being accused of blackfishing.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't wanna accuse her of anything because I think that was just a time in her life where she was just like, "Girl, she's feeling it," and it's like, "Good, go with whatever, you know, wind you're feeling," you know, and if you wanna be Black for, like, a couple years, you know, who am I to tell you no? I feel like a Black person would have to tell you no, but and so she did that, but now she's like the white I feel like she's our modern day Michael Jackson because she was Black. I know she was born white, but then she went Black and now she's white again.
She's
She's
fully
the
white?
she's Italian. Did you know this?
This is a completely new revelation in my world. I
Oh
thought she
my
might
god.
be, like, Latina or something.
No,
I am
Ariana Grande ethnicity reveal. Wait, that's amazing. We should do an Ariana Grande ethnicity reveal. She's
What?
Italian. I know, yeah, she's Italian. I know she was Latina for a little bit, and she was also
Right?
Asian. She was Asian for, like, 6 months. But there
This
are pa there have you seen the Asian pictures?
Oh, yeah. No, I know of this.
Yeah, classic. But, you know, I've been watching, you know, video she seems super nice, and I'm sure and she seems funny. Her SNL video or episode was really good. She seems really talented and all that stuff. But it's like the Blackiana vase. It's just not face, vase. Wait, not vase.
Phase.
Vase. Vase. Sorry, I'm so dyslexic, and it just drips out of me. But yeah, Ariana Grande. Where was I talking? I was talking about New Jersey before that. You guys. Ariana Grande, New Jersey. Ariana Grande is actually from Boca, Florida. So, yeah, she's from one of the richest towns, just by the way, in Florida, and went to the one of the nicest high schools. It's like a theater high school. It's very like expensive, very nice, prestigious.
See, this is coming full circle now because I feel like it's very much a theater kid thing to like adopt a new persona. Like they'll show up to school one day and be like, "I'm black now. I'm
Yeah.
going to use this face."
Yeah.
Like,
This is my character. She grew up without a dad,
yeah, yeah.
type
They
of
just like
thing.
adopt new personas like every couple months.
And she does that. But it's just specifically with races, which is kind of funny. It's like it's not even just personalities. It's not like I'm girly, I'm tomboy, I'm emo. It's like, yeah, black, white, Asian, Latino. And whenever I also did watch a interview with her where she like mentioned how she grew up in Florida, and she's like, that's just so, and it's kind of like the way she talks about it is as if she wasn't stinking rich. And it's like, I think, and it's everyone putting down rich people. It's okay to be rich. It's okay to grow up rich. I think it's weird to deny it. And I don't know, if you become rich, are you going to tell your kids to kick rocks? No, they're probably going to be rich in some way. They're going to grow up in a nice home. Are you going to tell them to grow up in a shack in Africa? No, they're going to grow up in your home, and they're going to be, I don't know, fine people, or they're talented as fuck and they become Ariana Grande. And she's super talented. So it's not like, oh, she bought her way into the industry, which I'm sure I mean, there are so many just, I don't, mainstream singers that are just garbage music that if you told me they bought their way into the industry, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, she's Ariana, she's talented. And she can sing opera now. So you see that in Wicked, and she's very talented. So you know what? That's what I had to say about Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. And I don't want to make this a million-minute episode. And I feel like we had a fun episode today. I feel like it was quick, sweet. I don't want to drone on about nothing. But if you like the podcast, subscribe, like, share, all those things. Leave a comment. Let me know you're enjoying it. Okay. And other than that, have a good day. We'll be back next week. El Diablo podcast show. Fuck, the El Diablo show. Bye.